X TV.
And can work well for your body.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Fabulous. Today we're here at the Maggy College. We talked about
With the Real Masculinity product for hair. She's going to tell us a little bit more about it today.
welcome to share your story with Maggy Kanzky and Marjorie Germain.
Oh, it's March, the month of Women's International.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Tell Your Story with Maggy and
Marjorie Germain.
today we have with us a special guest. She's going to share with you a little bit about her story, where she's from, and what she's been doing in the community. Patricia, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Of course, it's so nice to see you. I heard a lot about you.
Apparently so. I hope it's all great things.
It's all great, but I also know about your line of makeup and all the things you're doing in the community.
Absolutely.
Please tell us a little bit about you.
So my name is Patricia. I have a brand called Patricia's Canvas, which is a makeup company where I do provide makeup services for beauty, special effects, and education. And now I have a brand new makeup line also called Patricia's Canvas, where I'm offering beautiful products for women of color and women internationally. And it's a fantastic brand that I'm definitely looking forward to present to the world.
Wonderful. And we're going to be learning much more about Patricia's Canvas. And as a disclaimer, she did my makeup. As you could see, I am looking lovely today.
Definitely.
And I'm on the natural side. That's what I requested. And that's what I got. And I love it. And of course, Patricia is a young entrepreneur as well. As she told you, she does have her own line. Now, my question to you is, let's start from the beginning.
Absolutely.
What inspired you to become a makeup artist first?
What inspired me to become a makeup artist first was the fact that I love painting. I love doing makeup, and I love helping women feel beautiful. That was my first mission, and it brought me to so many different places, and I got to do that internationally.
And at what age would you say you were established officially a makeup artist?
Officially a makeup artist, I was about 22. 21, 22,
Nice.
Yes.
And you've been in the business for 10
almost
years.
10 years, yeah.
She's a veteran now.
Yes. I have achieved the veteran status. Definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And as you were doing makeup, what inspired you to want to start your own makeup line?
Truthfully, my clients always wanted references. Hey, do you know about a good lip gloss? Do you know about a good highlight, a good foundation? And I would always refer to brands that I do love and enjoy and respect. And one day I told myself, hey, I should be having my own products and referring my products over continuously bringing business to multiple companies that are, already doing millions. And I slowly started working with labs and trying to figure out what are products that I like, that I like to use on my clients, that I actually believe in, because I only want to refer the best to my clients.
Of course.
And eventually I was able to achieve that. And here I am with Patricia's Canvas.
Now, would you say you have any base, your product? What is it mainly? You know how they have non-animal and things like that?
All my products are cruelty-free.
Cool, okay, great.
They're not 100% vegan. I would say they're like 99.1% vegan, where there are a few agents just to preserve the product. But overall, it's a very clean and natural product, and I truly based myself on that because health is important. And although we like to look good, we have to feel good
as well.
And your skin has to be happy. So
yes,
it does
healthy skin.
Healthy skin is
Definitely.
very important.
Yeah, and I like that you, doing exactly this, because I'm sure that's what the community wants to hear. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Awesome.
The Cat Restaurant and Lounge, c'est un restaurant de classe dans North Miami qui servait cuisine internationale. L'idole du mangeons plat haïtien, The Cat's Gain. Ouvre les lamb chops, steak, chicken wings, pasta, fruits de mer ou n'importe quel plat international, The Cat's observe pareil. Finalement, nous qu'a dit, moun North Miami gagne un restaurant pour yo battre l'estomac yo. Dans The Cat's Restaurant, nous voulons pour l'or invitons étrangers vin pour un verre pour socialiser ou bien un rendez-vous d'affaires pour qu'ils pas sauter parce que service là impeccable, plat au succulent et puis décor là agréable. The Cat's Restaurant and Lounge ouvert pour catering pour toute occasion, anniversaire, mariage, funérailles, etc. The Cat's Restaurant ouvert pour lunch à dîner de 11h du matin à 11h du soir et le week-end jusqu'à 4h du matin. Pour le vin des matchs qui bien important et pendant déguster en bonne compagnie, The Cat's Restaurant a nous. Visitez thecatsmiami.com pour qu'à compte qui activité qu'a gagné week-end pour qu'à ouais menu ou bien pour qu'à faire réservation. The Cat's Restaurant and Lounge, 738 Northeast 125 Street, North Miami. Téléphone 305 392 1982 ou 786 314 30 30.
Eh oh,
Bella,
ça fait là.
ou pas prendre nouvelle là?
Qui nouvelle?
Je dis c'est 18 morceaux pour seulement $373.
18 morceaux
Oui.
pour $373. Là, t'es 15 morceaux. Moi-même, mettre l'eau et puis coule 18 là, par élève.
Bella, et bon venir, on regarde. 3 costumes, 3 cravates, 3 chemises, 3 chaussettes, 3 mouchoirs à poche, 3 jaquettes pour seulement $373.
C'est non, Shelly Broom.
L'aime 18 morceaux, à me 1, 8 à 10 familles, à 10 amis, dans 689, dans 125e suite, puis il y a la lagué dans Shelly Blue.
Ou quand ça me voulait dire. Allons, Shelly Broom, ça va pas.
Earlier, you heard Patricia telling us a little bit about her story and her brand on how original it is, which is what the whole community is looking for. We all want to use natural products these days. And I do want to hear a lot more about it because this is what people need, right?
100%. I think the healthier the skin, the happier you are. And when you feel beautiful, you tend to act that way as well. So my brand is based on helping women feel the best. And that's why I provide products that are the best also for them and their skin.
I love that. Marjorie, what do you think?
Now, would you say your product, how, if they want to buy your product, how can they do so? Are they in the stores yet or?
Not yet.
Okay.
But at the moment, they can find my products on my website, www.patriciascanvas.com.
Wonderful. That's good to hear. Now, going back to how you started, did you have any fear? Being I would think, being a makeup artist is one thing. Now, to take the leap of actually investing, taking the time to want to actually start your makeup, your own makeup line, I would think that's a little fear. Did you have some challenges?
You definitely need courage and patience. I was also trying the products for over a year just to test and see if I even liked what I was using and what I would, throw out to the world. So I really wanted to make sure that I enjoyed the products first. I believed in it. And when I truly believed in it, I just went for it. And I don't think fear is from God. So
Well said.
So when you are fearful of something, that's when you should really go for it. So I said, you know what? Let me go for it and let's see where that takes me. And it's been doing good so far.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Well, you know what? I like what you just said because I always emphasize on fear. Often we do not want to do things because we're afraid of it. We think that, well, what are people going to think about us? What if we fail? We just don't know. And for me, fear actually tell us to move cautiously, but move nevertheless. Because if you stand still, you're never going to know whether or not you're going to make it or not. Now look at you. Look at the success you've made. And not just your life, but look at how many lives that you're changing. Look at the makeup that you did for Marjorie today. I mean, isn't she beautiful?
She's stunning.
Everything is so natural. It looks natural. And that's what I love about it.
Absolutely.
And next time, I definitely would like to have my makeup done. And I'm inviting everyone who would like to enjoy Patricia's makeup to make sure that she just gives you guys the website to follow up and reach out to her. But you do need to share your phone number as well before we go. I'll let you. I know Marjorie has more questions for you.
Yes, I do.
Yes, of course.
One of my questions, I would like to know, what is the feedback you've been getting from the line?
So far, I've been getting fantastic feedback. I've been getting feedback that they feel natural. They love, let's say, the setting spray has a lavender smell. So if you're into lavender, they feel very relaxed. They feel natural. And the lipsticks and the lip glosses are definitely going, how can I say that? The lipsticks and the lip glosses are definitely the most successful at the moment.
Yeah, because I'm wearing it right now, and normally I'll be leaking, but it's feeling great. Seriously.
Yes, and it's been sitting on your lips for quite some time, and it's still very shiny, very natural, and we love it.
Wonderful. Now, do you plan on pursuing anything else as your business grow, your ventures, or do you have all the products you need right now, or do you want to expand some more?
I would definitely love to expand eventually. As for now, I'm still in the phase of, I launched my makeup brand. I have my key products that are my popular and big products at the moment. And eventually, as I see a bigger need within my clients, I will test and see if I would like to expand to other products.
So we should definitely be looking out for some more products, because Patricia's canvas will be growing.
Absolutely.
Make sure you make an appointment while you can, because you're not going to be able to get a hold of her.
Absolutely.
And we're going to come right back with you guys after these quick messages so Patricia can share more story with us. Absolutely. We'll be right back with you.
Depuis plus de 32 ans, Léopold Évariste Apedo acheté caille, vendre caille, financer et refinancer caille. Est-ce qu'on t'a remis information sur les affaires reverse mortgage? Est-ce qu'on t'a remis connaît valeur cailloua? Est-ce qu'on t'a remis vendre cailloua sans qu'on pas payer 6%? Léopold Évariste a chargé seulement 2%. Côté dans Orlando, Miami, Jacksonville, Tampa, 786 306 0390.
Ndé quoi c'est 6% yo chargé pour caille. Léon nèg vend caille $150,000, li chargé $9,000.
Affaires caille, c'est affaires Léopold Évariste, 2%.
As you noticed earlier, we are talking with Miss Patricia. She is full of insight. She shared with us a little bit about her business, what she's been doing. Now we really want to know who Patricia is. And that's where we start right now.
Yes, we are going to dig into Patricia's life, her beginning, how it all started. So please give us a little background. Where did you grow up? We know your background is Haitian.
Absolutely.
But were you born and raised here in Haiti?
I was born and raised in Montreal, Canada. So I'm French Canadian. And from Haitian parents. My dad is from Wokap and my mom is from Jacmel. And they definitely put a lot of emphasis in knowing my culture and just being cultured overall. Where, you know, I've traveled a lot since I was a kid and just got to learn different cultures, learn how to dance different dances and things like that. So I also grew up dancing a lot, and that was something that definitely opened doors to my makeup journey.
She's a well-rounded artist in every
Sure.
way. Now
One of a
let's
kind.
go back to your parents, how they wanted you to remain grounded and know your Haitian culture. Now, did you speak Creole in the household?
More or less, my parents definitely spoke Creole to me, and English and French, and they also speak Spanish. So they wanted to make sure I was on point in all of the above, not just Creole. And I definitely was more comfortable, I guess, as a kid speaking French and English and other languages, but I always understood Creole and spoke it, and I can speak it. But it just depends on the situation or what I'm doing, where I am, or if I'm in Haiti or not.
Wonderful.
Well, the thing is that in Miami, if you speak Creole and you speak Spanish, you got it made.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you are definitely
Yes,
exactly
it's a
where you
benefit.
need to be. So with your business, that makes it even easier
100%.
because with your background, you are welcome. Like both of us, we are Haitian as well, and that makes it easier for us to socialize in the same network. And then with your background, I mean, with the fact that you speak Spanish, are you fluent in Spanish or are you
I am completely fluent in Spanish.
wonderful? Well, tell us about that. Did you go to school to learn or you just pick it up on the way?
So both my parents do speak Spanish. I also did go to school, and I also had a lot of family in Dominican Republic. So just traveling from Haiti to DR definitely helped with my Spanish and just learning how to be more fluent. Eventually, I did take classes because I wanted to learn how to write it properly, not just how we think. And moving to Miami was interesting, and I'm using my Spanish on a daily basis here, for sure.
Yes. Well, for those of you who are living here in Miami and who do not speak Spanish or Creole, this is to show you when you speak both of these languages, you open doors beyond imagination.
100%.
What do you think, Marjorie?
I do think it's wonderful. Now, would you say that had definitely widened your clientele? Would you say?
Absolutely. I think some people like to stay within their culture or within the barriers of being comfortable in expressing themselves. Let's say Haitian women like to express themselves in Creole.
Yes.
When they're, happy, upset, whatever it
With
is,
the hand
the Creole
gestures,
comes out,
the
right?
facial, we get on high what
if
we
you
feeling.
have, yeah, absolutely. So if you have, let's say, a Hispanic client that, let's say, will express herself in Spanish, at least I can understand her.
Definitely.
So it's definitely opened doors for me in multiple productions, and that were in Spanish as well.
Now, next question for you. Have you worked with some difficult clients? And
Yes.
what was your worst experience?
Difficult clients is can be, how can I say that? I need
In a
moment.
diplomatic way.
In a diplomatic way. So difficult clients are possible. It happens. They're not every day. It doesn't happen every day. But once in a while, you might get a client that's a handful. And I think that's in any business or anything that you're doing in life. You might have a client that you're like, whew, I might need a spa day after working with them, right? In my case, I would say difficult sometimes would be somebody who is very particular about what they want. It only becomes difficult when the person doesn't necessarily know what they want. And they want to, let's
Very
say,
important.
change the makeup 5 to 6 times when we're on a time crunch.
Yes.
Or we only have a certain amount of time. So it's important to know what you want and know what you're looking for, going for, so it doesn't bring any confusion between the client and the makeup artist.
Yeah.
Now, I know you didn't give any specifics. Would you
Yes.
care sharing one of your worst experience?
Wow, I have a few.
Ooh, a few.
But I'll go from, let's say, from a client eating crab legs in my face while I'm doing her makeup.
Not doing
or,
a makeup?
Yes.
What was she thinking?
I mean, the makeup will be nice, but it might smell like crab eventually, like
But-
crab butter. Or, people, let's say, smoking hookah, or I personally don't mind, but if it becomes too intense, it might make it a little bit difficult for me to work.
But I would also think, as a courtesy, if your face has been done, you should stay, stay put, stay still, so the makeup could come out as beautiful as possible. And that's also making your work, smoother for you, so you don't constantly have to be interrupted and all the mistakes that avoid some mistake that could be made.
I agree, but some people are very caught up with whatever they have going on, or sometimes they're on their phones, so they're like this, but I need your face like this. So it can be difficult at times, but I've managed very rocky waters. So
would you say I was a difficult client?
Absolutely not. No, you were fantastic. She was a breeze and made it very easy for me.
Yes. Go ahead, Maggie.
Patricia, tell us basically, when you are going to work with a client, what do you advise that client first? How do you prepare your clients to come to you? What do they need to do? Because now everybody's watching. I'm sure they want to know who you are, which we've already shared a little bit, but they also want to know what is it that they need to do in order for them to have a chance to work with you, and how do you prep them?
Okay. Ideally, as a client, a prep would be showering.
Not the showering.
Absolutely. You would have to shower, make sure you are prepared, your face is washed, your teeth are clean, and you prepare a blank and perfect canvas for me to work on. That's a very, very important part. Some people are very particular about their moisturizer, their skincare, so feel free to do so, but I also have everything. So I bring skincare and I also bring makeup, as they both go hand in hand.
Earlier, I noticed when you were working on Marjorie, you mentioned about the sponge that you were using. Very specific, because I know myself, because I usually like to have my own personal thing. So you don't need your client to bring their things because you already have everything for them. And the sponge would always be something new or something clean. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. I definitely have everything. I have brushes, I have sponges, I have all the makeup needed from A to Z. I am always open to using a client's personal items as well. If they have that preference, I'm okay with that completely. So if they want to use, let's say, their own brushes, their own sponges, I absolutely do not mind. I'm open, and I thoroughly clean all my brushes, all my products after each and every single client, and I make sure that you are safe and beautiful.
Now let's elaborate a little bit more. As you know, especially during COVID,
Yes.
how was work for you? For most people, we know nothing was done. Myself particularly, I do not like to share certain personal items. But to piggyback on what Maggie was asking, if some clients want to use their own personal brushes, let's say, whatever it may be, will that be possible?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And COVID was funny for me because I'm already a germaphobe.
Yes.
So when COVID hit, I had everything. I had, 91% alcohol. I had the Clorox wipes. I literally had every single thing that I needed as a makeup artist to keep myself and my clients safe. It was, there was a little break for me where everybody was scared to just...
That's what I was going to ask you. How bad did it affect your business? Because sharing spaces alone was bad. Now sharing items, having somebody in front of you, in your face, doing your makeup. How challenging was that?
So it was challenging in the term of me having to buy KN95 mask and a shield, and I started using gloves, which I really love, actually, as it takes care of my hands a little bit more. So I do love it, and it keeps my clients safer. So it was, there was a little break, I would say. Where,
now, how long would you say that break was? A whole year? Like the first...
For COVID?
For COVID.
Oh, maybe a month or two, to be honest. For me, at least, because I do also work productions.
Wow.
So for TV shows and movies, it didn't necessarily stop. But they were testing us every single day.
Daily.
So I felt like my nose was overused and abused. But they were testing us every day and making sure that we are safe within the production and making sure that I was okay. But that month or two was kind of strange where everyone was even scared to see each other. So imagine even more as a makeup artist.
Now, as you have mentioned, you work on production. So Patricia, have you worked with any artists?
Yes, I've worked with multiple celebrities. I've worked with... What would you say? Yes, multiple celebrities.
Are you going to tell us who?
I recently, one of my most recent work that I've done, I've worked on a HBO show with Issa Rae called Rap Shit. I've worked with a lot of video shoots. I worked with Kanzky, since we're all Haitian, we know.
Yes.
I work a lot with Kanzky. I just worked with Anela Blackman. I've worked with, I've worked video shoots with Maybach Music. I've worked with, Young M.A. Honestly, I've worked with Kanye West. The list definitely continues, yeah.
So you're not just booking anybody, guys. You're booking Patricia, the artist, the celebrities, makeup artist.
Yes, 100%.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Yes. Well, now that we know a little bit more about you in the art field, the makeup, and we learn how you make sure that your clientele are protected in every aspect. But you also mentioned something else that you do.
Which is? We did
Was that dancing?
I do love dancing. Dancing is my thing.
Yes. So tell us what got you into that and what took you, how did you separate the two of them? Were you able to do your act, I would call it acting, it's dancing and all these beautiful things together with your makeup. How did you balance that?
So dancing is a passion. I'm the person that has a dance bug, where I just can't. If there's music, I have to dance.
You're not alone.
Yes, I have a dance bug. I can't stop dancing. That's just my thing. And I started dancing. My mom was like, "Wow, this kid cannot stop dancing." So since I was 5, she put me in ballet and ballet jazz. I did a lot of different classes. I've done salsa, bachata, and all the good stuff. A lot of hip hop, a lot of dancehall, reggae. And after a while, I realized that performance does come hand in hand with makeup. Yes. So eventually, I realized that makeup was a different venture for me, where I started doing that and I loved it. But I still dance on the side, but I don't mix both. I can mix both for myself, but in terms of business, I don't mix both.
Now let's see, Patricia. Let's see if Kanye West watched you in his video. Would you ever transition from makeup artist to a dancer?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Who would know with Kanye? Come on now.
Yeah, we never know. Honestly, I've worked, from the productions and the TV shows and a lot of music festivals. I have Ultra coming up where I'm the head makeup artist. I've been the head makeup artist there for a couple of years already. And all of those big occasions also have dancers.
Yes.
So it's something that I do appreciate to see.
You'd be doing the makeup and thinking, oh, should I be shaking it also?
Not necessarily, because if I'm hired for makeup, I'm really focused on that.
Wonderful. Professional.
I'm very focused on that, yes, 100%. I don't mix business with pleasure like that. But if I am to be hired, let's say there's Kuka's Closet, which is a beautiful fashion brand.
Yes.
Haitian owned as well.
Yes.
She's asked me to model for her, and I said yes. And it was such a great opportunity for me to just model and have fun and be showcased in a different line than actually me just doing makeup. So once in a while I'll dip out from the makeup field.
Wonderful.
For sure.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Yes. Now that we are learning more about you, every time, you share with us, you bring more excitement into it. You let us, you slowly open up for us to learn more about you.
100%.
Being an artist, a dancer, and also a makeup artist, someone who is in the community, and you bring so many different aspects of you out there. Now, if someone actually, I know we talked just now about if you were to ask to go dancing professionally, you said yes. So is that because this is in your heart? That's your true self is a dancer?
Yes, 100%.
We can't hide it.
No, I cannot hide it. If you see me out and about, I can't hide it. I cannot hide it. I can't stay still.
Can deny it. We cannot hide it nor deny it.
Absolutely. The only time I stay still is when I am focused and I'm either doing makeup or I'm doing something that requires my tunnel vision. Everything else, aside from that, I'm dancing, I'm having a good time. I'm loving my life, I'm traveling, and I'm just living.
Well, talking about loving your life, I know sometimes it's difficult for us when we are going from one career to the next, when we're trying to find out who we are. Because myself, I know when I went to my transition and decided I'm going to stop working and start my own business, and it was difficult. What support do you have from your friends, family? How do they receive all these person that you're becoming?
Okay. My family was very supportive. They absolutely love me and push me at whatever I'm doing, as long as it's something that's good and that's purposeful in what I'm doing in my life. So my family was very supportive. They loved me, and I have amazing friends. I have a great support system that help me and that push me and that support me. And, you know, it starts, by example, when I did launch my makeup brand, I invited a few clients, a few friends, and the support I received was just amazing. So I think it's very important to know who you have around you and keep positive people that love you and that believe in you around you, because that will definitely help you in whatever you're doing. Whether let's say you go from a lawyer to a radio host, whatever you decide to do, those who really love you and believe in you will be there right with you holding your hand.
Would you say you didn't really have any naysayers to discourage you to say,
Oh, I definitely had some naysayers.
But you did not let that stop you?
Never.
Okay.
Never, because...
That's the message right here, guys. Do not, you will encounter those naysayers, but do not let that stop you. Push, keep on pushing.
Yes, and with that in mind, we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with you.
Soit fait là.
Mais où est la pluie qui te fait chez soi? Toute la vie à sa homme. C'est un monde qui m'a numéro extension pour y aller dire comme ça. Yo ka hinde blanc pour y aller ma prendre boss pour
Oh, extension juste.
Oui, oui.
C'est là les. Quand moi te prendre du feu. C'est yo qui aide à ces madefak. Ouais, chèque ça. Li lou dans mon 50 euros pour moi. Pas me mettre dans l'extension. Marjorie, où il vient l'extension?
Oh, c'est là.
Oui. C'est marqué pour vous.
Comment il m'a dit? Ça passe, ça.
Ah, bah yo, pas mal papillon.
Comment faire mouiller comme ça, Maggy?
Maggy trempé sur ton canard.
Quand on a un quatre là, il dit comme ça, depuis une extension.
Oui, bon tout papier, Maggy.
Oui, mais oui.
La métaphore.
Ouais, mais je rien.
Exactement. Assurance, ma pas eu toute bagaille. Ma prend tout stress là.
On va pas mettre oui.
On prend toute bataille là. Et les nous avons famille qui ont problème ou nos amis, voyons la même adresse ça, 550 Northeast 124e Street, North Miami, Florida 3361. Et pas oublier, au téléphone là 786 667 0767.
Non exception, service à garantie.
Moi-même, c'est Myria, moi sorti Haïti, mais qui ça me connaît? Je ne suis pas dans Miami et puis pour ne pas garder BPX TV réseau et ou même.
Earlier, we started talking about support when we start our own business. And I mentioned, as a professional myself, I know sometimes it's difficult. You know, you do not know exactly what to expect, and sometimes you find yourself all alone. And I'm trying to find out, basically, with everything that you're doing, Patricia, you know, I know earlier when I asked you the question, Marjorie talked about the naysayers, right? What do you guys think about that?
Well, as you said, you did encounter some. Now, my next question is, as Patricia was sharing, she did encounter some naysayers. But I also want to know, what are some of the challenges you face starting your own business, being an entrepreneur? What would you say?
So fear was definitely one of them. I would say the naysayers would be, it's not just people that say, oh, no to you. Because there's the people that will say no to you, and you have to learn to overcome that. And then you have the people that you lose because they don't believe in what you're doing.
Yes.
So that's a very hard one to digest at times, where you're like, wow, you know, I can't believe that, let's say my best friend doesn't believe in me, or somebody that you would think would actually look up to you for being so independent and believing in yourself, they don't believe in you. So just changing that mindset of it's okay because I still believe in myself and I still believe in my dream, and really just shifting that energy into something more positive and more fruitful for yourself and your future venture. For yourself and your future venture is something that's really a virtue within itself.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, aside from changing your mindset, what would you say helps you stay motivated?
Within myself or with makeup?
Just to pursue being an artist, to continue with your line, that it was gonna be successful regardless of what the others said. What helped you stay motivated and push through?
Okay, I would say working out and meditating was definitely one of them, where I have to make sure that myself, because I am my own brand, so I have to make sure that myself, I'm at a good place before I go see any clients, before I even go expose my brand, let's say at a conference or whatnot. I have to make sure that I'm good. So working out, meditating has been very great to me. Spending time with your loved ones is important because they will keep it real.
Yes, they always do.
Even if you don't want to hear it, they will tell you the truth, and most of the time they're right.
Yeah. And we need
most
to
of
hear
the time,
it.
Most of the time they're right, and just having that perspective of somebody who doesn't have bad intentions for you is important.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I also think traveling is important. And what keeps me also motivating is just knowing my purpose, knowing that what I do is I'm helping women all over the world. I'm helping women feel beautiful. And really, I love what I do. So keeping that in mind always keeps me aligned in what I'm doing.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Yeah, I mean, what you just said is so important, because often we allow other people's opinion to hold us back. We kind of make up our decision based on other people's approval. And I work with many clients in my field that, decide at one point or another they don't have the courage to continue because they don't have the support. And I know how difficult that may be. So I really have to give you kudos for that.
Thank you.
Because it takes a lot for someone to say, you know what? I understand that you're my best friend, and I understand that you do not have to understand my vision. Because it's not yours to see. It's only your vision. 100%. And there's some people who's going to, come around you and support you and give you the love and the attention. And yet there's some that you have to let go.
Yeah, or maybe just not necessarily let go. Sometimes it's just pushed to the side.
Yeah.
I still love you, I care for you, but I'm keeping you at an arm's length because right now you're not understanding my vision. And your vision, you have it for a reason, right?
Definitely.
It doesn't pop out of nowhere. That's really something that you should focus on and that you should do. So that will definitely change your circle.
Yeah. Wow. And how many of you, I mean, all of us here, I know I just shared that myself, I've been through that, where I had to actually walk away from some friends because they did not understand my vision. And for those of us who are watching, those of you guys who are watching, ask yourself that question. What is that you really want to do? But then held yourself back because someone told you that you couldn't do it. Or someone told you that you were not good enough to do it. Or someone told you that was not your calling. So we really do need to reassess a situation, because now we are examples of people pursuing their dreams and accomplishing the things that we wanted. Right? Absolutely. Marjorie, look at you. I mean, of all the great things, now you have your own show, you're doing great things in life, and Patricia as well. You're traveling and you're connecting with all those superstars, right? And then now, what's the next step for you? Where do you go from now?
You'd have to stay tuned for that. And please make sure that you follow my journey and follow everything that I'm doing, because it is a lot of fun and it's very interesting. And I will continue growing Patricia's canvas. And you will continue seeing me doing amazing faces and doing bigger and better things as time continues going on.
Well, you know what? Quickly, let me just mention, because I do want you to have that in mind. We are having our masquerade ball that we do yearly.
Okay.
And you're definitely going to be part of the team.
I would love that.
Because we're going to need someone to do makeup. We're going to need someone to do different things. And if we have any of our viewers who want to participate, who want a specialist to do your makeup, just reach out to us. So, we're also going to share with you before we close Patricia's information, because the Great Masquerade Ball is already scheduled for December 9th of this year. And then we'll give you more details, a little bit later on. But right now, let's just go back and focus on Patricia.
Yes, back on Patricia. Now, having started so young in your 20s and it's been already a decade.
Right.
What is the message would you like to share with any young men, young women out there who would like to pursue their desire, their dream? What message would you pass on to them?
I would say go for it. Forget what anybody says. Just do it. Go for it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Love what you do, because doing something that doesn't bring you excitement, that doesn't bring you light, that doesn't motivate you to wake up in the morning is not the way to go. So you should definitely focus on what you do and take your time. Don't rush into it either.
Take your time.
If you have to have your 9 to 5 and do it on the side until you actually have enough revenue to quit, do that. You know, don't jump into it and rush and then struggle and freak out. No, just take your time, but slowly start getting into what you really want to do, and what's in your heart, you know what it is. So just do it.
Just like what you just said, stay inspired, stay motivated, stay determined, know what you want, and take your time. And definitely do not give up. Do not give up.
Never give up.
No matter what the naysayer says. You will encounter challenges. You will encounter people that says, what are you thinking about? That's not going to work out. Do not ever, ever let that discourage you.
Absolutely. And there's more than one way to be inspired.
Yes.
And, you know, inspiration can be, some people like to go on YouTube for hours, and that's their source of inspiration. I, per se, like to go in nature and just like to see what art is in many different forms. So that is what inspires me, but everyone has their own thing. So just make sure you stay true to yourself, true to your inner child. Like the 5-year-old you, what does the 5-year-old you like to do?
Yes.
And then stay true to that, you know?
Now we just found out she loves nature. Let's talk about your hobbies. What do you do for fun, Patricia?
So aside from dancing, obviously we know that. I do martial arts right now. I love hiking. I like going on walks. I'm a beach bum. Like, I love going to the beach.
She's definitely living life, people. Live life.
I mean, we live in Miami. And it's funny to say, because before I moved to Miami, I was like, I'm going to go to the beach every day. I live in Miami.
Now it's in your backyard.
Well, not only is it in my backyard, but you have to actually go, right?
Yes, but you rarely go to the beach. Exactly.
Exactly. So
people cannot wait to come to Miami to go to our beaches that we have right here in our backyard, but
most people don't go. And, you know, you really have to take advantage of your surroundings and what you have around you. So you can definitely find me at the beach. That's for sure. Yeah. And I love to eat good.
Hey,
that's one thing about me.
Girl, that makes the two of us. Put it here. That makes the two of us.
I can eat, and I love good quality
food. It's not so much eating a lot. It's good, tasteful, flavorful food.
Fresh.
Yes.
Now, do you have any particular favorites?
In Miami right now?
Like you'll say Italian cuisine, French, or Haitian.
Haitian, yeah. I might be biased, but I think Haitian food is the best in the Caribbean.
Yes,
the best in the Caribbean.
I'll second that. Yes.
You know, I love Trini food, I love Jamaican food, I love Italian food, I love French food. Right now, I'm thinking about Thai food that I really love.
That's one of my
Japanese
favorites.
food.
I love Thai food.
There's a really great food truck called TRC Cuisine. It's a Haitian woman with a French husband, and they have their food is so good. I would actually go for that right now. But I love food. I love eating good. I love going out to eat, and going out to eat and traveling is more fun for me than clubbing and popping bottles. So that's more of my style.
Well, we definitely have something in common.
Yep.
We'll hop in a plane in a second. Just tell us when. We stay back.
Yep, I literally just came back from Carnival, so that was a fun one too.
So, go ahead, Maggie.
But let me ask you, as we're getting ready to close in a little bit, please tell our audience, if someone wants to become a makeup artist, because that's how we, connected with you today. What is the journey like? Can you give them some tips?
Absolutely. I suggest that you go to school. That would be first and foremost. I think it's very important now. There's a whole YouTube University thing going on, which is great. There's a lot of insight online, and I believe you should take full-blown advantage of that. But there's certain things that you learn in makeup school that you're not going to learn online. Yes. Especially in terms of anything that's sanitary, or just working with different skin tones, skin types, and which product work with which skin. There's really little things that education will definitely make a big difference for you. I suggest that you find your niche. I'm at the point of my career where I'll do a wedding, I'll do a festival, I'll do a video shoot, I'll do a private client. So I kind of move around, but some people, they just like having private clients. Some people only like doing weddings. So when you first start off, try to find what you like doing and what actually works for you. And that will make a difference in your field and your journey and where you're going. But over anything, go for it. And keep your kit clean. Keep your brushes clean and keep your kit clean, because I've seen some things that I wouldn't even let the makeup artist touch my face, you know?
Definitely.
So make sure you are clean and you yourself, you're clean as well. If you had a long day, girl, go back, take a shower, enjoy yourself. Some men also love to do makeup. I've met men that do makeup, and I also have male clients that I do makeup for them, you know, whether it's for, you know, TV shows, movies, or even a special occasion. Some male clients are also open to that. So even if you are a woman or a man and you're into makeup, love it, go for it. I'm here for it and I support you. I believe in you.
I would love to elaborate on a point. Guys, it's not because you're good at something that means that should be what you do. And if you are going to do it, for example, she mentioned going to school. It is very important. Yes, you might be great at doing makeup right now on your friends, but go to school so that if that's what you want to pursue as a career, make it a professional one. Go to school, learn the ins and outs of the business, of, like she was saying, the different skin type and all this.
Techniques.
Because I know a lot of people who thinks because I'm great at this. Yes, that's the beginning. But do go to school and become a professional and get paid for it normally, as you should.
Yeah, you have to be legit and have your techniques. And over anything, what is greatness? Greatness is something that's continuous. It's not something that stops.
Never stop learning.
It's not, oh my God, I'm great at doing this right now, but I'm sure there's a lot more for you to learn.
Definitely.
Even myself, I've been in the game for 10 years now, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning every day, and that's how you achieve eventual greatness. Is by you practice your craft, you love what you do, and you don't stop learning.
And if you guys need someone to help you, as you can see, BPX television, we're here to support the Haitian community. If you need help, reach out to us here. We will, of course, bring you here on stage, give you the publicity that you need, let people know about you, because that's what we do here. So whatever skill you have, whatever passion that you have, no matter what the course is, reach out to us. We'll guide you to the journey, and then we'll definitely promote you and let people know about the wonderful work that you're going to be doing.
Wonderful. Patricia, it was such a pleasure sitting down with you and learning so much about your skills.
Thank you so much for having me.
And everything. So I want to thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, ladies.
And do share with the audience where they can reach you at.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you so much, ladies, for having me today. I'm very happy to be here and sharing my life, who I am, what I do with you all. My name is Patricia, and you can find me on every single social media platform, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It is Patricia's Canvas. My website is also Patricia's Canvas, PatriciasCanvas.com, where I do beauty, special effects. I give makeup classes, private group, or also upcoming makeup artists that want tips and tricks. I also give classes for you as well. And check out my new makeup line. And there's a lot more to come, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for everything, ladies.
Thank you again for coming.
Yes, we're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be right back.
Fin d'année arrivé, oui, wap chercher qui cadeau pour bay moun. Sans penser sous ta bay tête ou un petit cadeau année ça. Tant qu'outil boîte digital TV Baba, qui permet de garder tout bon match football, basket, toute chaîne nouvelle yo, chaîne Haïti, cinéma et latrier. Sans penser sous ta finalement mettez un bon internet high speed avec Wi-Fi, la caillou, sans qu'on pas gon bill cap monter sous de temps en temps, et sans qu'on pas besoin ni si un contrat, ni bail numéro social ou. Si ou ta fait tête ou cadeau un système sécurité caméra pour la ou business ou comme ça, ou a dormi bien et ou a gen G sous caillou l'or pas là. Année ça, dit tête ou happy holidays. Tendez, que on en Florida, dans Georgia, n'importe côté aux États-Unis ou Canada, relais baba dans 1-800-833-44-92. 1-800-833-44-92.
Sony, où est jeudi? Mais Vito la kaya. M'bral fò expérience ou pas jamais fait dans vie. M'bral fò un bouton pâté formidable et fun en bouche. Ah. Attendez, m'boko fini. Ouais, pâté ça. Le madame l'a fait. Li levé bonheur. Li met en pile bon sens, en pile énergie, en pile courage pour pâté à sortir Jean ou elle là. Ah, m'boko fini.
Ou sende ça papa m'a dit?
Pas occupé par rapport avec pâte l'outil, pâte au fait bien vite. Moi simplement mettez viande moi dans pâte là, moi fermer, mettez le dans four et voilà.
Qui sont ouais?
Oui, vous avez raison, mais.
Non, mon cher. Reste ça, c'est pour moi. C'est la caille, mon vini.
On doit nous frapper n'importe là.
Pour te la frapper, bon, regardez-moi.
Ou ka fri pat loti tout. Wap jwen produit loti dans toute market ka von produit haïtien.
BPX TV, c'est la vie. BPX TV, c'est nous-mêmes. BPX TV, on met des têtes ensemble dans Kembil.
C'est Michel, toujours garder BPX TV radio.
Now Patricia had told us she had just came back from Trinidad. Patricia, tell us, did you do your own makeup or did you have somebody else do your makeup?
I always do my own makeup. I don't think I will let anybody else touch my face, to be honest.
Not even for your wedding day?
No, I will need about an hour and a half where nobody's talking to me, or unless you're bringing champagne or something. But I will be doing my own makeup for every single thing that I do, whether it's a wedding or a carnival. It's just, I prefer doing my own makeup. I know what I like, and I know what I like to do, and I like being creative within myself.
Now, how would you rate yourself compared to your competitors out there?
I don't.
Yeah, that's a big question.
I do not rate myself. I don't compare myself to anybody.
Wonderful.
As I am my own entity, my own person. I have my own style, and I have my own personality as well, which makes it easy for me to find my tribe. So I don't compare myself to any other artist. I look up to them, I love them, and I send them love and power, and I hope that they are successful as well.
That is wonderful. You also mentioned that you work with artists. Now,
Yes.
some people may think artists, celebrities are worse clients than regular people.
Okay.
What would you say?
Not necessarily. Some celebrities are very down to earth and they're very nice people, and they also understand the concept that we're all humans. We all bleed. We're all just people, and they just happen to be very famous for whatever they do. So sometimes they're very, very nice. Most of the time they're nice. And then you do have a small percentage of celebrities that are a handful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, guys, remember, nobody's touching Patricia's face.
No, sorry. Very sorry. But I'm always open to, let's say somebody has a skincare, they would like for me to try it, things like that. I'm always open to that. But makeup-wise, it's a no-go.
Now, tell us.
It's a red light.
If you don't mind sharing with us, what would you say makes a makeup artist a great artist? Being an artist yourself.
Great question.
Thank you.
Off guard. I would say listening to your clients, getting to know your client. So what is your client like? What's their skin type? What are they open to trying? You know, that's very important. And also putting yourself out there. So not always doing the same things. You know, you were talking about your friends. Sometimes like, hey, you have your friends that you're doing their makeup or whatnot, but who else? Do you know, go do a bride, try to get out of your comfort zone, go to Fashion Week, or do, let's say, a TV or a movie show if eventually your career gets there. It's just trying and getting out of your comfort zone in general, I think will open a lot of doors.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course.
And I think that's the key. Get out of your comfort zone. Because that's one thing that I know hold a lot of people back. Because you know, we talked about fear earlier, but you want to be safe. So you do not expose yourself because you don't know, well, what are they going to say about me? How they're going to receive me? It's really, actually, people are waiting for us to take the first step so they can guide us, so they can welcome us. So if you stay in your cocoon, then you actually block yourself from glowing, from growing, from achieving your dreams. So I think it was a great thing what you just said.
Thank you.
That was really nice. I appreciate it. And I do hope everybody who's watching gets something from it.
Absolutely. I think fear and comfort zone are people's biggest enemies, and they don't even know.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true. But it was really nice having you here, and I know
we're
we're getting ready to go.
Yes, it was, as you can see, a very inspiring show for how she started, starting so young, as well as what keeps her motivated. We are closing, and thank you again for coming and being here with us.
Thank you.
We hope that you enjoyed the show and that you're going to tune in next time with us. And do contact us. Phone number is 786-4870. Again, 786-4870. Reach out to us for any questions you may have, any business ventures, anything you're interested in, please do reach out.
Yes. And as you know, like I mentioned earlier, BPX is our TV for the community. It's owned by someone very popular. Everybody knows who Sonny Benafam is. And if you don't know, please reach out to us so we can give you some update. You know, this TV station has really changed a lot of artists in the community because our goal is to promote, bring the people in and guide them so they can get exposure. If you have a commercial, there's something that you want to promote, reach out to us. Of course, the number is 305-546-9679. And if you want to just have a television show, we're here. We will guide you. We will show you how to present yourself, how to talk, how to speak on television. We will give you all the tools that you need so you too can be successful. Again, the number is 305-546-9679.
Or 786-4870.
Definitely. And this was the Maggie and
Joey show on Come and Tell Your Story. Share your stories.
Definitely.
See you soon.
Definitely. And as we're ready to close, we were like, Patricia, do you have anything else that you want to share?
I just wanted to thank you ladies for having me and helping me share my story with all the viewers of BPX. And I wanted to thank you all for the future support that you are providing to the community. It is very needed and appreciated. You can find me on every single social media platform under Patricia's Canvas, or you can contact me directly at 305-209-7970. Get out of your comfort zone, no fear.
Yes.
Love yourself, love others, compliment each other, and spread the love. I think there's enough negativity and crazy stuff going on, so enjoy yourself.
Wonderful. Don't forget, contact us so you could share your stories on BPX TV.
See you soon. BPX TV result with Sonny Belafon, Miami, Florida. Welcome to Share Your Story with Maggy Kanzky and
Marjorie Germain on BPX TV.
And can work well for your body.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Fabulous. Today we're here at the Miami-Dade College. We talked about
with the Real Masculinity product for hair. She's going to tell us a little bit more about it today.
Welcome to Share Your Story with Maggy Kanzky and
Marjorie Germain.
Oh, it's March, the month of Women's International.